Today, let's talk about IELTS listening. You may have noticed that there are two very different types of learners. The first type can listen to English almost effortlessly. Even though English is not their first language, they can understand podcasts, videos, conversations with ease. If they took an English test right now, they would likely score at least a band 7 in IELTS. The second type, however, is very different from the first type. These learners invest a lot of money in IELTS courses, complete countless practice tests, yet still struggle to understand spoken English. Their listening score often remains stuck somewhere between 5 to 6.5 with little improvement, of course. I don't say this to show off, but I personally belong to the first group, and if you feel that you are part of the second category, then this video is made for you. In this video, I'm going to break down how my own listening ability was developed, and more importantly, how I teach IELTS listening to my students, most of whom clearly fall into the second group. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've been following this channel for a while, you will know that I'm a self-taught learner. I spent zero money on IELTS courses, and this channel documents my self-learning journey, which you can find in the playlist right there. Looking back, my listening foundation was built very early. When I was a child, I watched a large amount of English cartoons with Vietnamese subtitles. That's also the reason why I include Vietnamese subtitles in my YouTube videos, to help Vietnamese learners passively absorb pronunciation and intonation in a natural context. I believe this exposure played a crucial role in my listening ability today. Listening to English at natural speed with authentic pronunciation for a long period of time trained my brain to recognize chunks of spoken language instead of individual words. Although I don't watch cartoons anymore, now my habits haven't changed much. I still watch Hollywood movies, listen to English music, and consume YouTube content entirely in English every single day. English is genuinely my second language now. In fact, on days when I don't speak to my family or friends, I probably use English more than Vietnamese. Okay, so that's enough about me. Let's talk about my students. Unlike me, most of my students don't yet have a strong lexical foundation. Because of that, I quickly realized that simply telling them to watch YouTube videos in English, listen to English podcasts is not really effective. For many learners, this approach is overwhelming, frustrating, and ultimately a waste of time because they cannot comprehend enough to learn. So instead, I use a structured listening with transcript approach. Here's exactly how it works. In every IELTS listening lesson, my students listen to one test 4 times. The first time, after we analyze the questions together, I ask them to listen and answer independently. As expected, this results in many incorrect answers due to distractors, which is exactly what I want. The second time, I play the audio again, but this time I pause whenever there is a signal leading to either the correct answer or a distractor. I write these signals down, replay them, and explain why they matter. By the end of this stage, every student must clearly understand why each correct answer is correct. This, of course, depends heavily on the teacher's ability to guide listening. At home, students listen 2 more times. The third time, they redo the entire test to reinforce accuracy. The fourth time is the most important. They listen while reading the transcript. Okay, I repeat. They listen while reading the transcript. I also require them to note down useful vocabulary and sentence structures they may want to use in the future. By matching the audio with the transcript, they can follow exact speed of native speech, hear every word clearly, and gradually internalize natural pronunciation and rhythm.